നിങ്ങൾക്ക് എല്ലാവരോടും ജോയിൻ ആവുക. ഹലോ. 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 മനസ്സിൽ ഓക്കെ അല്ലേ?
ഓക്കെ സർ.
ഒരു മിനിറ്റ്, നെറ്റ് കുറച്ച് സ്ലോ ആണ്. ഓക്കെ, അപ്പോൾ നമ്മൾ കഴിഞ്ഞ ക്ലാസ് ഡിസ്കസ് ചെയ്തത് എന്തായിരുന്നു? എക്സ്പേർട്ട് സിസ്റ്റംസ് ആണ് ഡിസ്കസ് ചെയ്തത്. എക്സ്പേർട്ട് സിസ്റ്റംസ്. എക്സ്പേർട്ട് സിസ്റ്റംസ് ഡിസ്ക്രിപ്റ്റീവ് ആണ്, അത് നിങ്ങൾ പഠിക്കുക ടോപ്പിക്സ്. നെക്സ്റ്റ് നമ്മൾ ഡിസ്കസ് ചെയ്യുന്നത് ലാസ്റ്റ് ടോപ്പിക് NLPയുടെ ആപ്ലിക്കേഷൻസ് ആണ്. ഓക്കെ, വിച്ച് ആർ ദ ആപ്ലിക്കേഷൻസ് ഓഫ് NLP. ഓക്കെ, ഹലോ ഫജർ, ഓക്കെ അല്ലേ? നെറ്റ് സിസ്റ്റത്തിൽ കിട്ടുന്നില്ല, അതുകൊണ്ട് ഓക്കെ. അപ്പോൾ നമ്മൾ ഈ മോഡ്യൂളിൽ നെക്സ്റ്റ് ഡിസ്കസ് ചെയ്യേണ്ടത് അതാണ്, ഈ ഒരു ടോപ്പിക്കാണ് ഡിസ്കസ് ചെയ്യുന്നത്. ഓക്കെ, നാച്ചുറൽ ലാംഗ്വേജ് ആപ്ലിക്കേഷൻസ്. നാച്ചുറൽ ലാംഗ്വേജ് ആപ്ലിക്കേഷൻസ്. വൺ ആപ്ലിക്കേഷൻ ഇസ് സ്റ്റോറി അണ്ടർസ്റ്റാൻഡിങ് ആൻഡ് ക്വസ്റ്റ്യൻ ആൻസറിങ്. ഓക്കെ. അശ്വതി സൗണ്ട് ഓക്കെ ആണോ? അശ്വതി
sir, okay.
ഓക്കെ ആണ്. ഇവിടെ മഴയുടെ സൗണ്ട് ഉണ്ടാവും, അതാണ്. ഓക്കെ, ബാക്ക്ഗ്രൗണ്ട് നോയ്സ് ഒന്നും ഇല്ല. ഓക്കെ ഓക്കെ. സോ ഇപ്പം നിങ്ങൾ സ്ക്രീൻ ഓക്കെ അല്ലേ? ഓക്കെ, ഞാൻ മൊബൈൽ യൂസ് ചെയ്തിട്ടാണ് എടുക്കുന്നത്. ഓക്കെ, ഡിസ്ക്രിപ്റ്റീവ് ആണ്, ജസ്റ്റ് വായിച്ച് പോയാൽ മതി. അപ്പോൾ ഇതിൽ ആപ്ലിക്കേഷൻ ഫസ്റ്റ് ആപ്ലിക്കേഷൻ സ്റ്റോറി അണ്ടർസ്റ്റാൻഡിങ് ആൻഡ് ക്വസ്റ്റ്യൻ ആൻസറിങ്. So, write a program that can read a story or other piece of natural language text and answer question about it. The knowledge representation scheme. So what is the problem? What is the problem is that write a program that can read a story or other piece of natural language text and answer question about it. That is the story understanding and question answering problem. Next point is the knowledge representation scheme such as semantic network, conceptual dependency, frames, scripts can be used for this task. Okay. In the module 3, you already studied about these concepts. Okay. For the knowledge representation of this problem, we can use any of this method. Next, background or world knowledge is essential requirement for story understanding task. Okay, so background knowledge is needed. So semantic interpretation can be done with semantic network structures. For including the background knowledge, we can use the semantic network structures. Okay. And the next point is, once the program has built an expanded representation of the text, it can intelligently answer question about the text can be made. Then semantic internal representation is shown below. It is possible to answer various interrogative questions such as who, what, why, etc. using this representation. So, for example, this is an example. This we already discussed this about this. Okay, so in the topic internal representation, conversion of a language to internal representation, we discussed this example. Okay, so here you can note here the first stage is parsing after semantic interpretation. Then the internal knowledge is represented in the form of semantic network or conceptual graph, etc. Then to that knowledge, world knowledge is added. Then the this is the expanded representation. This is the expanded representation. So in this way, it will create the expanded network. Then it is possible to, after the expanded network is created, it is possible to answer various questions such as who, what, why, etc. using this representation. For example, who question asks for the agent of action. Okay. For example, this is the internal representation. In this, there is a node agent. Okay. So, if you ask the who-based question, then it will always look for agent. Okay. Then here the agent is basically the Tarzan. Tarzan is the agent. You can note here. You can note here. Agent is a node. Then here agent is person Tarzan. This is the agent. Next, what question asked for the object of action. What question asked for the object of action. Okay. What it means. So if you are giving a question, what type of question? Okay. Then the object of action will be the answer. Okay. Object object of action will be the answer. Next, how question asks for the means or instrument or the instrument by which the action was performed. So in this way, we can use the internal representation for answering who, what, how questions. Okay. So the basic concept is first we will convert a language or sentence into its internal representation. For example, this is one internal representation. Then, for answering who, what, how type of questions, this internal representation can be used. For example, for getting an answer to who question, then we should focus on the agent. Okay. For getting answer to what question, the object of action, we should focus on the object of action. For example, here you can note object love experience. Okay. So here the action is love. Okay. In that way, forget what action, what question asks for the object of action. Then the last is how question. If the question is how type of question, then it always check for the instrument in the internal representation. Instrument in the internal representation. Here you can note it. There is an instrument lips. You can note here instrument lips. So that's about this concept. Then the question who loves Jane produces below concept graph. Okay, so this is the internal representation, and if you given a question like this, the question who loves Jane will produce a conceptual graph as shown below. This will be the conceptual graph of that question. Okay. So, okay. So, this is about the story understanding problem, story understanding and question answering. So, what is story understanding problem? We discussed it. Then, which knowledge representation can be used? Then, we discussed this example. That is, a sentence first converted it into its internal representation. Okay. This example. Then about the question answering. For question answering, who type of question will be there, what type of question, how question. So how can handle this type of question is, if the question is who type of question, then we will focus on the agent of an action. If it is a what type of question, then we will focus on the object of action. And if it is a how type of question, then ask for the instrument by which action was performed. So, in that way, this knowledge representation can be used for getting an answer to a question. Here, one example given is who loves Jane? This is the question is based on who. Then we will focus on the agent involved. Here, the result of this question will be the conceptual graph like this. Okay. So this is a problem. Next problem is, second problem is using learning algorithm to generalize extracted information. Using learning algorithm to generalize extracted information. So, information extracted from text may be generalized by a machine learning algorithm, and the result of learning the data reused in the future information extraction task. So next application of NLP is using learning algorithm to generalize extracted information. So that is the next application. Second application is using a machine learning algorithm to generalize the extracted information. That is also another application of NLP. So here you can note the basic concept is information extracted from the text may be generalized by machine learning algorithm, and the result of learning the data reused in the future information extraction task. That is, we will use an extracted information to create new information, or we can use it for the future extraction task. That is the second application, using learning algorithm to generalize extracted information. Now, here you can observe one example. Partially filled template is given here. Okay. So this is one extracted information. Sample partially filled template. Please note that sample partially filled template. Okay. Just to focus on this example, just try to understand what is partially filled template. Okay. So here one example is, this is an extracted information from the web. Okay, this is an extracted information from the web, and it consists of an employer. So who is the employer? Department of Computer Science, University or something. Then location city, location state, job description, job qualification, skill required, platform experience, about the employer. It contains all. This is a template of extracted information. For example, it is a job profile which is extracted from the web, and here you can note different attributes are there. One is employer, and another is location city, another is location state, then job description, job qualification, skills required, platform experience, about the employer, etc. It contains various informations. So in this type of templates is stored in a relational database. Okay, this type of template is stored in a relational database. This is a template extracted from the web by searching the by using some method. It extracted this information. Okay, so it extracted this information. One minute, wait. Okay. Then what we will do is that we will store this template in a relational database. Then what we will do? Then learning algorithms such as ID3, etc. is used. ID3, etc. used. ID3, etc. used, and mine this collection. and find out the relationship implicit in the data. So basically, we will extract the information, then we will store the information in a relational database. Then we will apply some learning algorithm to mine the mining. You are studying data mining concept in this STEM. So we will use some learning algorithm such as ID3. ID3 is a decision tree based algorithm, etc. And mine this collection. That is, we will find implicit relations existing in the data. So in that way, we will find some implicit relationship in the data. Then the newly discovered relationship might then be used for refining the original template or performing information extraction. Then what we will do is that this newly discovered relationship is used for refining the original template. There will be some unnecessary attributes in the original templates. Then we will use the discovered information or discovered relationship and use that relationship for refining the original template or performing another information extraction. So this is the concept of using learning algorithm to generalize extracted information. So what is the concept means? We will extract some information, then apply some learning algorithm to extract new information or refine the extracted information. Okay, this is the concept of using learning algorithms to generalize extracted information. Here, one example given is there is a sample partially filled template is there, employer, location, state, etc., etc. Then using this template is stored in the database. Then we will apply some data mining process on it. Then find out the implicit relationship between the attributes in the data. Then that implicit relationship is used to refine this template. Means there will be some unnecessary templates. Sorry, there will be some unnecessary attributes. For example, employer here, skills required, platform experience, etc., etc. is there. We can avoid some of them unnecessary. Okay, some of the unnecessary attributes, or we can use that implicit relation for finding new information or used for finding new extraction. Okay, new extracted information. This is the concept of using learning algorithms to generalize extracted information. Then next is third one is an information extraction and summarization for the web. Okay, so this is another topic. This is the another application of NLP. Okay, 1 minute. Okay, so now we are discussing using learning algorithms to generalize the extracted information. Okay, how can you use the learning algorithms to generalize extracted information? So already I discussed the basic concept. First we will extract the text. Information extracted from the text may be generalized by a machine learning algorithm, and the result of learning the data reused in the future information extraction task. This is the uh, basic concept of using learning algorithm to generalize extracted information. So, in the exam point of view, you should study next. Should write this. Okay. Consider the below extracted partially filled template. This is an extracted information from the web, etc. Then it contains various attributes. For example, employer, location, city, location, state, etc., etc. You can note here the platform experience is not filled here. Okay. Sometimes because of that they are saying it is a partially filled template. It's a partially filled template. This is the values are not given here. So sometimes we may want to find out the values. Okay. Anyway, this is a partially filled template obtained from the web, etc. by using web crawling, etc. Web crawling. So the basic process is this type of template is stored in a relational database. What we will do is that we will store this template in a database. Then what we will do? Then we will apply some mining algorithm on it and find out the relationships implicit in the data. Relationship implicit in the data. Okay, so how these are related, these attributes are related, etc. is find out using a learning algorithm. Then this is the newly discovered information, the newly discovered relationship. Okay. Newly discovered relationship, that is relationship implicit in the data, might then be used for refining the template, refining the original template. It is used for refining the original template or performing another information extraction. Okay. So this is about the concept of knowledge extraction. In the text, there is a, this is actually not needed for you. Okay. So this is a job ad in the web. Okay. So in the exams, you don't want to write this. Okay. So I closed it. The basic concept is this is a job ad in the network. Sorry, in the web. Then from this, and this is a page. This is a web page. By using the web page, what we will do? We will create this template. Okay, this template. Then on this template, we will do mining and the extracted newly find out the relations used for extracting new information or refining this template. That is the concept of this. So in the first topic, one more time I am repeating, what is story understanding and question answering problem? Okay, what is story understanding and concept is write a program that can read a story or other piece of natural language text and answer the questions. Okay, so we can use which type of knowledge representation? Third module we studied various knowledge representation. We can use any of them. In addition, we should add background or world knowledge. That is, it is essential for the story understanding task. Background knowledge is additional knowledge added. So background knowledge should be added. Then we will get an expanded representation. Okay. So once the program has built an expanded representation, what is expanded representation? Local knowledge plus global knowledge. It's an expanded representation. After this expanded representation is obtained, intelligently answer question is possible. Then an example is given here. Okay, just study with a view from the exam point of view. Okay, so it is possible to answer various interrogative questions such as who, what, why, etc. Okay, we can, after the expanded representation, we can use who, what, why, etc. using this representation. Okay. For example, this is I'm giving a sentence. First, I will create the local representation. Then, this is the expanded representation. Using this, that is, in this representation, we will add some additional or global knowledge. Then, this is the expanded representation. We will use this expanded representation for getting an answer to who, what, how type of questions. Who, what, how type of questions. If you are asking a question based on who type of question, we will focus on the agent involved in the action. Okay. So here you can note who is the agent. This is an agent. Okay. So for example, who kissed Jay? Then in the expanded representation, to get an answer, we will focus on the agent node. So who is the agent person? Tarzan. So we will get an answer. Tarzan kissed Jay. Okay. So next is what question. Ask for the object of action. Okay. So here love, similarly some other, etc. Okay. So anyway, concept is for getting an answer to the what type of question, we will focus on the object of action. Here you can note this is an example, love. Object is here and love is here the action. Next is how question. How question, to get an answer to the how question, we will look on the instrument involved in the expanded representation. Here in this expanded representation, instrument is indicated by lips. Lips is the instrument. So based on that, we will get the answer. So that is the basic answering process. Question answering process performed in this way. Then there is a conceptual graph corresponding to this question. Who loved Jay? Then this will be the conceptual graph we got. Based on this, we can answer who loves Jay. Anyway, please study with an exam point of view. So the first question is story. What is story understanding and question answering problem? And the second one is using learning algorithm to generalize extracted information. This is second application. And the third application is an information extraction and summarization system for web that we can discuss in the next class. We can use it for information extraction and summarization. Then the last topic application is database frontend. Okay, just study this topic with an exam point of view. Okay, so there are 4 applications. 2 we discussed. Next class we will discuss the third and fourth. Okay. Okay, please give your attendance in the chat box. Okay, please give your attendance in the chat box. Abhilash, Abhinav, Answer, Ansri, okay. Abdul Dinesh, Abdul Satyabar. Sorry, Arjun. Okay, Ashwin P, Abdul Dinesh, Abdul Satyabar. Fabina, Fajar. Okay. Next, Jasin Harris. Jasin and Sinao. Jasin. Muhammad Jasin. Ramesh. Okay. Mridula Midilaj. Okay. Okay. Next, Sarath now. Okay. Shabna, Sranaga, Srigaji, Subinraj. Subin absent, no? Subin, okay. Vishnu, okay. Amrita, Shididina, Harita. Amal Sandosha. Okay, thank you.